Euclid's Elements, Book 3, Proposition 36. If a point be taken outside of a circle and two straight lines fall on the circle, one of them cutting the circle and the other one touching the circle, then the rectangle contained by the whole of the straight line which cuts the circle, together with the straight line intercepted outside from the point to the convex circumference, will be equal to the square on the tangent. Euclid breaks down this, he's got two pictures, he breaks it down into two cases. Case one, we have our point outside the circle, we'll call it point A. And from that point A, we've got a line which cuts the circle, but it's going to cut through the center. That's our case one, that it cuts through the center. And we've got D and E. And our step one, we're going to, actually we'll call this point F as well, point F. In our step one, we're going to join D to B, and by proposition 18 of book 3, we know that the angle DBA will equal a right angle because we've got the straight line that is a radius, in this case the radius, or it can be the diameter, meeting the tangent line at the tangent point. Therefore, it's a right angle. And then from proposition 6 of book 2, we've got straight line EF, but because D is the center, then EF has been bisected, so that FD is equal to DE. And then we've added a straight line onto it, namely FA. So we can say that the rectangle EA, AF, plus the square on FD are equal to the square on DA. And I'll write up our to prove right now. I've got enough drawn. So our to prove is that the rectangle AEAF is equal to the square on AB. Okay. Let's see here. So we can apply proposition 47, and we know that in our right triangle DBA, we know that DA, the square on DA, is equal to the squares on DB and BA. So DA squared is equal to AB squared plus DB squared. Now we'll substitute this in for DA, which gives us the rectangle EA, AF, plus the square on FD, equaling the squares on AB and DB. And we know that DB and FD are radii, or at least so we can say that the line FD equals DB because they're radii. Therefore, the square on FD is going to equal the square on DB. And now I'm going to substitute FD in for DB. Do step 6 up here. So I can rewrite step 4 and substitute in FD for DB. Now we'll have the rectangle EA, AF, plus the square on FD, and that will be equaling the square on AB plus the square on FD. And by common notion number 3, which says equals subtracted from equals makes the remainders equal, we're going to subtract from both sides of our equation in step 6 the square on FD, which will leave us with the rectangle EAAF equaling the square on AB, which is exactly what we're trying to prove. The square, AB is our tangent line, got the square on it, and our rectangle EAAF is our cutting straight line. Thus QED, those are the same. And that ends case 1 of this problem. Now, case 2, we're going to make it such that the straight line cutting a circle does not cut it through the center. So case 2. And we'll draw our circle. We've got our tangent. And then we'll draw our line cutting the circle. Call this A, call the tangent point B, D, C. And first thing he does is we'll write a part to prove here eventually. To prove. First thing he does, he uses book 3, proposition 1. He finds the center of the circle, which we will call F. And then from F, he draws a line to the tangent point, and he connects F to D, connects F to A, and then he draws another line from F that's perpendicular to DC. So we go like so. That is perpendicular. So we've got center F from proposition 1, from proposition 18, just like in our case 1, we know that the angle FBA has to be right. Equals a right angle. And then we've got our straight line FH, which was drawn perpendicular to AC, so we can apply book 3, proposition 3, which says that if you have a straight line drawn perpendicular, straight line through the center, drawn perpendicularly to a straight line not through the center, then it will bisect that line. So we can say that DH on the line DC, which has been bisected, will have been bisected at H, so DH is equal to HC. And now we can apply book 2, proposition 6, because we've got our straight line DC, which has been bisected at H, but then a straight line DA has been added to it. Therefore, the rectangle AC AD plus the square on DH will be equal to the square on AH. And now we're going to use common notion 2 to add equals to equals. To both sides of our equation in step 4, we're going to add the square on FH. Therefore, we're going to have the rectangle AC AD plus DH square plus FH will equal the square on AH plus the square on FH. And we're going to apply proposition 47 of book 1 now, and we can see, I'll bring this rectangle down right here. So we've got AC AD, but via proposition 47, we can see that our triangle FHD is a right triangle, so the square on DH plus the square on HF are equal to the square on FD. We can rewrite that as square on FD. But in the triangle FHA, since it's a right angle here at FHA is a right angle, then the square on AH plus the square on FH are equal to the square on FA. Now we can apply proposition 47 again to FA. We're going to look at triangle. In this case, we're going to look at, well, I'll write this part first. So we've got AC and AD plus the square on FD equals, and then FA can be split. We know that if you look at the right triangle ABF, therefore the squares on AB plus the square on, and FB I should say, will equal the square on AF. Or we can have AB squared plus FB squared. But we know that FB and FD are equal because they're radii. So the line FD equals the line FB because they are radii, and therefore the squares on them are equal. So the square FD will equal the square FB. And because the square in FD equals the square in FB, I can substitute it in step 7. We can rewrite that as the rectangle AC AD plus the square on FD equals the square on AB plus the square on FD. And now I'll write up our to prove. I didn't do that from earlier, but our to prove is that this rectangle CAAD is equal to the square on AB. I'm going to apply combination 3 to this line, this equation in step 9, and we're going to subtract the square in FD from both sides. So equals subtracted from equals makes the remainders equal. We're going to subtract the square on FD from both sides. Therefore, we get rectangle ACAD equaling the square on AB, which is exactly our to prove, QED.